Hey there, what's going on, guys? Welcome on into Tuesday, September 12th edition here of Winning Best, where we get to talk our sports and talk our sports betting as well. We'll make sure we, of course, recap yesterday's action and then dive on in today's MLB slate. And, of course, look ahead to some early NFL 2 lines that we've got for this coming up day. Let's go ahead and get to the recap, where obviously the recap sucks. And obviously I'm sure I'm not going to enjoy the show too much when we get in the comments section, but that's why we like sports, right? We like to talk some shit, and we get that aplenty. Obviously, with myself being a Bills fan and talking all highly of how great the Bills are going to be. We can't even beat Zach effing Wilson. Can't even beat Zach F. Wilson. Hell, I'm dancing in the living room when Aaron Rodgers gets hurt. I'm dancing in the living room. I'm doing the gritty. I was like, shit, this game's over. I got Zach Wilson coming. This game, dog shit. Hell, the announcers are ragging on Zach Wilson, how goddamn bad he is. Talking about how that's basic level football, that you can't stare down a middle linebacker over the middle of the field and throw the damn ball right in his hands. Talking about how every pass play for the New York Jets is basically around the line of scrimmage because Zach Wilson can't complete a pass. Talking about how the Jets' leading receiver isn't a receiver, how it's a defensive back because Zach Wilson sucks ass so much. But unfortunately for us, there was another quarterback on that field that was shittier than Zach Wilson, and his name was Josh Allen. On the cover of Madden, MVP conversation. Ain't none of that shit happened last night. He looked like dog shit. Congratulations to that Jets defense, though. We know that Jets defense is strong, and it's strong again last night. But goddamn it, you can't lose that football game. Can't lose that football game. Can't let that happen. Dawson Knox, Dalton Kincaid, they both were pretty good mixed into the passing game. They were productive as I thought they were. Neither one able to haul in a touchdown, so we lose both of those bets. But Jesus Christ, overall, some frustrating, very frustrating. I was extremely uncomfortable. People texted me. I'm not even texting them back last night. Can't get into a conversation with people last night. I'm over here sweating my ass off that Zach Wilson is going to beat me. That's exactly what he did. Now, we gave them the game. But credit that Jets defense. You can say all the mistakes all you want, but Jets defense shined last night like it does. That's going to be a top unit all season long. So we lose both of our plays there on Monday Night Football. Also didn't matter. The leans didn't hit. Josh Allen didn't throw over 1.5 touchdown passes. Aaron Rodgers obviously didn't last long enough to throw an interception. Did you guys see every sportsbook go ahead and do refunds but FanDuel? Yeah. BetMGM, Bet365, DraftKings, refund wagers on Aaron Rodgers. So if you went down due to an Aaron Rodgers over, you got refunded on those platforms. FanDuel said, nah, fuck it. This is gambling. Injuries are part of the game. Now, I love that decision by FanDuel. You guys heard me several times on this platform piss and moan last year when bets get refunded due to injuries because it doesn't happen. At least FanDuel maybe is going to take a stand this time and say, you know what, doesn't matter. Fourth play of the game, star player. If the guy gets hurt, we're going to grade everything as a loss. So I do like that, but goddamn. But the only thing last night that was cool, when then in MLB, everything just got whipped, right? Luzardo got his ass whipped. Luzardo got crushed by the Milwaukee Brewers. Of course, he gives up a solo home run in the first inning to go ahead and lose that Nerfy. And then the Rays score at the top of the first inning to go ahead and lose that Nerfy. So nothing worked out last night. Nothing worked out last night. Down 4 units to start the week. But I've got 4 MLB plays today that if they go 4-0, we'll have recovered all the damage after a disastrous Monday night. You know how bad Monday night was? I even tried to hit a middle of Josh Allen rushing yards of over 36.5. And then due to a profit boost, I took under 39.5. So I got a 4-yard middle to go ahead and get. And you know what Josh Allen ends on? 36. Can't get one more yard and hit a middle and have a really fair amount of arbitrage, like 40, 50 bucks? Hell no, can't. No, of course you can't. When shit ain't going your way, shit ain't going your way. Brutal recap. Let's hop into the comment section, have all those Jets fans chirping. I'm sure we'll get the Lee's comment at some point. He's going to let me know what size Garrett Wilson jersey he wants. What size is it, Lee? Medium, small, large? Let me know, man. Jesus Christ. Brian, what's up, man? Morning. He played like shit. And even the fumble, like, you don't have to be Superman every goddamn time. So you bobble the snap. Just fall on the ball. And another thing, why does Bills every running play have to be a draw? Every time they ran the ball with James Cook, it was out of the shotgun, it was a draw. Like, how predictable is that? And it was out of the same damn formation. I'm telling my wife this is a run play, and after about 4 or 5 times of her saying, how do you know? She changed her tone to, okay. It was so damn predictable when the Bills were going to run that ball. Annoying. First NFL overtime cash, 28-1. Jimmy, you hit that? Nice, Jimmy. That makes up for the other 15 losses. That's why you love 28-1. Hell, if you bet that on every single game, you still turn a profit, Jimmy. Nice. 28-1. Oh, you were there. You cashed off. That probably is an accurate reflection of Jets' mood. You win the game, but because Aaron Rodgers lost to the season due to a torn Achilles, you're depressed. Yeah, because you saw it right there with your own eyes. You're not doing anything with Zach Wilson. He's fucking god-awful. And I loved it. I was laughing hysterically every time Troy Buck and Joe Aikman would throw another jab at him. He was so bad. It was so bad. I'm sorry, Lee, man. Great defense. That defense, obviously, with Aaron Rodgers would go places. I'm sorry, man. That defense is absolutely... Well, we knew it was legit. We talked about it. It's a great defense. Top 5. Same thing as last year. Top 5 defense. Full-on legit. I'm sorry, man. Morton Ross. Morton, man. DK refunded you. Okay, yeah, they everybody but FanDuel did it. Here for the trash dogs. Yeah, I'm salty. Get him a Tom Brady. That was on social media. The Jets are going to get Brady out of retirement. Although, obviously, I don't think he can because now he's part owner of the Raiders. But, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm salty. I'm pissed off. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Speaking of that, let's go. We'll just throw that up there, Ryan. Let's throw up those dogs. The ultimate donation by the Jets money line obviously was not a donation at all by the Jets. So therefore, there it is, boys. You go 8-8 every week. We're going to turn a good profit. We're probably not going to go 8-8 every week with NFL dogs. We know that. But I'm expecting a big week here on NFL Week 10. Overreaction to what you just saw with your own eyeballs on NFL Week 1. Now we get a typical overreaction. Spills over into Week 2. I'm predicting another good week with those NFL dogs. And we're up almost 4 units. Up almost 4 units on the year blindly betting NFL dogs. So love to see that right there. Let's keep that conversation going with the Pigskin Straight contest. And I'm not even on that leaderboard, but I do see on that leaderboard, I see Ryan and Thad on the top of that leaderboard to see if they can win $100 come season. It's a long, long way. We got a marathon to go here. But Thad and Ryan, after NFL Week 1, they're on top of the leaderboard. Again, I'm not even on there. Can't even find me. Shit. Way down that leaderboard. NFL spread, though, I did climb that leaderboard and get up a little bit higher. But we had a 4-way tie at the top of the leaderboard for 10-6. So, of course, you know what we do. You do the tiebreaker there. Who can correctly predict the total points on Monday Night Football? I'm sure most of you guys know how this went. Fly, Eagles, fly right there. He had 48. That's our guy, Bill. Bill, just come up a little bit short right there. Lee. You've already seen him chirping this morning in the comment section. He had 44 points, so he's a little bit short. Ryan, one bad boy, he had 34. Who was the best? It's Y. Acosta right there. He had 37. He or she had 37, so 1 point off. Make sure you hit me up on Twitter. Drop me your PayPal information. You've got $25 coming your way, so congratulations. A great start to that contest. Love to see it and can't wait to see who can be winner of NFL Week 2. And if you missed out on NFL Week 1, we all start off with 0. This is a week-to-week contest, so be ready come this week. NFL Week 2. We look at the NFL limb there. This is the one where it's like, whoa, we lost over a third. Look at that. We had 30 people in this contest. We already lose over a third. Over a third of the people are out. One person didn't make their pick. We had a couple people go down with the Broncos. One person went down with the Seahawks. A couple people went down with the Bills last night. Hell, I'm dancing. I thought you were dancing when Aaron Rodgers went down. You know those two people that had the Bills last night said, oh, hell yeah, Rodgers went down. Shit-ass Zach Wilson's coming into this game. And they lose their NFL Eliminator pick. I feel sorry for you guys. 2 people went down with the Chiefs. And then as we mentioned on yesterday's show, a few of us went down there with the Vikings. But I'm still alive there. Put your hand up if you're still alive. If you're one of those 19 people that survived the tricky NFL Week 1, put your hand up. And I've got the Ravens, Commanders, and the Eagles were the 3 teams that went ahead and picked up the wins for everybody. So I look forward to see what you guys do. I can't believe we lost a third of the people. I just can't believe we lost a third of people. Look forward to seeing how many people can survive. We're also not going to do this every single week, but just because it is NFL Week 1 and there's the excitement of NFL Week 1, we'll just kind of toss this up on the screen. This will not go down every single week, but you do got to like that start that we had for Toner Pollard yesterday. Calvin Ridley could average 50 yards a game and still go over it. He does 2 games in Sunday's production, going for over 100 yards. Bryce Young, we could cash that bet with him still averaging 203 yards a game, so he goes well under 203 yards in his first NFL game. And then Dawson Knox and Tyrann Mathieu don't do anything, but their numbers are so long you didn't need production in every single game. So that's how we do with those NFL futures. That's how we're doing it, boys. God. those are off to a nice little start. Jeez, you took the Jags and Eliminator? Did I miss that? Nah, you didn't take the Jags and Eliminator, but you did take the Jags. Are you already saying in week 2? Nah, you didn't take the Jags over the Chiefs. Nah, I don't know what you're talking about there, gent. I don't know what you're talking about. Boys, I'm going to go ahead and throw up some NFL Week 2 lines. No research. These are lines that I just like. I'm going to, of course, dive into the NFL. Certainly we'll probably add some stuff to it once we add research base to it. But those are just shit I like based on opening lines, so I'm on them. Go through the stats later on this week. But that's what I'm rolling with on there. Let's go ahead and turn our attention now to baseball. There's a little MLB slate to handle and tackle on this great Tuesday. We've got 4 MLB bets. Sweep the card, come back even on the week. That's what we're looking to do with Dylan Cease to have over 4.5 hits allowed. This is the first game there of a double header. He's gone over in 18 of 19 starts. 18 of 29. You're getting this at plus money. Just a hit rate right there. What about over in 11 of his last 14 games? What about over in both of his starts against the Royals this season? What about his last start was against the Royals this season? What about it's a double header and Tuki Toussaint is going in game 2? I love that Dylan Cease is going in game 1. They're probably going to want to stretch him. So I love when this prop can cash in multiple ways, right? He can get his ass rocked because he just saw the Royals 5 days ago. They had success off of him. Again, they've already cashed this bet twice against him this season. Or he can have a decently good start. Maybe he avoids the runs, but because it's a doubleheader, they want to go ahead and get some length out of him because you're probably not going to get length out of Tukey just in terms of evaluating the 2 quality of starting pitchers on the mound today. So you're probably going to push Dylan Cease a little bit here in the first game of a doubleheader. Love the hit rate. Love the advantages that the Royals have. They also hit 260 versus right-handers, so we're doing good in terms of hitting right-handers. Love this. Plus money, plus 123. A little bit of a head-scratcher on why it's at plus money and good plus money, but won't complain. We'll look forward to getting that good hit. We'll also do Justin Verlander today to be the winning pitcher. Minus 300 on the money line, so you don't need much analysis from me on this one, but we get the right-handed hitting advantage. We get the left-handed hitting advantage. We get the bullpen advantage in every single category, and we get Justin Verlander up against J.P. Sears. Verlander has not seen the Athletics this season. J.P. Sears will be going up against the Astros now for the 3rd time this season. It's literally all the advantages in spades. So I'll take Justin Verlander today to go ahead and be the winning pitcher against the Athletics. I also like a couple team totals today. I like the Reds and Orioles to do damage. You get the Reds going up against Joey Wentz. Ooh, that should be a name that should excite you. The Reds right now are really good versus left-handers, hitting 298, slugging 544, OPS of 938, a weighted runs created of 152. They're also hitting right-handers, right? When we're done getting to Joey Wentz, we're getting to some of those right-handed bullpen arms. We're still hitting 283. We're still slugging 514 with an OPS of 885 and with the weighted runs created of 134. This should be damage early and often against a Tigers bullpen that is sitting about middle of the pack. I expect them to hit this, to be quite honest, against Joey Wentz. But just love how we're also hitting right-handers really well in this game, that we're not worried about when the Tigers do go to a right-handed bullpen. So love everything about them today. Take it on the Tigers. And then for the Orioles today, well, they're going up against Adam Wainwright, and they're the number 2 offense right now versus right-handed pitching, hitting 307, slugging 541, OPS of 908. And they have a weighted runs created of 147. And welcome Adam Wainwright to the fucking bump. Gonna smash you, or those Baltimore Orioles. They hit left-handers good. We know the Orioles do. We know the Cardinals bullpen's about middle of the pack right now. All right, give me the Orioles team total over 3.5, and I'll also take the Reds team total over 3.5 at a good plus money bet as my 3rd MLB bet. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the Cubs run line. We liked the Cubs yesterday. They didn't quite hit that team total. I was a little nervous about Kyle Freeland. Just because he's been doing a good job of limiting the damage. Don't think they'll be as lucky today with Chris Flexen on the mound. Go look at his baseball card. Everybody, it's absolutely rocking him. We get a good Cubs offense. We get a good Cubs offense versus right-handers. In terms of today's matchup, we also get them in a great matchup against left-handers when they do go to bullpen arms, and we know we get the bullpen advantage as well. This Rockies bullpen sits bottom 5. This Orioles bullpen Cubs bullpen is really good. The Cubs also did not use their closers yesterday or their top setup man yesterday. They relied on Michael Fulmer to go ahead and close out that game after getting 1.2 innings out of Drew Smyly Right, the starters. Now in the bullpen, they didn't use their good arms. This is a really good, fantastic day for them to go ahead and keep winning and stacking up the W's. And Assad's on the mound there for the Cubs. We know about him from his last start against the Diamondbacks. May have lost that bet, but he still didn't get crushed. Only gave up those 3 runs. So go ahead and give me everything about the Cubs early and often in that game. And they will run on the run line for a minus 115 cash. Let's hop up all these games and a little rapid fire. Wow, no fun sitting here on, this is not Victory Tuesday. It should be Victory Tuesday. Damn, Zach Wilson. How did that happen, boys? The only bet I hit last night was the Bills to be up by 10 on that DK promo. The only effing bet I hit. I got crushed. Let's get into it, boys. Yankees and Tigers over under of 9.5. Yankees plus 130. Red Sox minus 155. This is Red Sox easy. Red Sox easy. Yankees only team hitting below the Mendoza line versus right-handed pitching. I don't care about their bullpen advantages because I'm taking Pivetta over Vasquez all day long. I like the hitting advantage by the Red Sox. Sign me up for minus 155 on the money line. Royals and White Sox over under of 8.5. Royals plus 110. White Sox minus 130. I'm taking the over in this game. And with the being a doubleheader, I'll probably just stay away from trying to predict the winner. But I love the over 8.5 between the Royals and White Sox. Cardinals and Orioles over under of 10. Cardinals plus 164. Orioles minus 198. Orioles fans better perk up right here in the comment section. Orioles future holders. This is a big start if you're holding on to an Orioles future because John Means comes back off of his 1.5-year injury. If John Means can step into the rotation and be the John Means that we love betting and that we love backing, woo-hoo, watch out for these Orioles come playoff time because this is the number 1 starter in John Means before his arm injury 2 seasons ago. That's how good John Means is from the left-hand side of the bump. Really looking forward to seeing what he does today. Cardinals offense also not struggling right now versus left-handers. They're about middle of the pack. So a real good look at what John Means is going to do in today's start. Really looking forward to this. But because the Orioles, of course, have all the hitting advantages, they have the bullpen advantages, I like them to win the game. And I'll take the Orioles on the run line. But I'm not sure how you predict an over-under of this game with John Means, with having not seen him for damn nearly 2 years now. So just give me Orioles on the run line. Nationals and Pirates over-under of 9. Nationals plus 124. Pirates minus 148. Your Nationals weighted runs created versus left-handers is up to a whopping 11 from last week's conversation. We talked about them being at 1. I just couldn't quite find a number that was super juicy. I wanted to take Bailey Falter under 2.5 earned runs, but it's minus 175. I wanted to take the Pirates through the first 5, but that was juicy. Everything was juicy to fade the Nationals. They are struggling versus left-handers. They haven't seen Bailey Falter yet this year, so I think Falter's going to have a good game. I like the Pirates today at minus 148. On the money line, Braves and Phillies over under of 8.5. Braves minus 130, Phillies plus 110. I'm just going to take the Braves here. They check all the boxes. Yeah, the game was high scoring. Yesterday was game 2. What was game 2? Is game 2 high scoring? Let's see. Did they play 2 of these damn things? Hey, man, get out of here with that damn thing. Yeah, they both hit the over. Not a big surprise. I would go right back to the over. And did the Braves win the second game too? Phillies won the second game. So all the bullpen arms are shot. All the teams have shown all their good arms because each team won via the run line. With that other game winning extra innings, Braves use their closer. Yeah, give me the over. I'll take over 8.5. Over 8.5. Reds and Tigers over under of 9. Reds minus 120. Tigers even money. I see no way in which the Tigers can win this game. No way in which the Tigers can win this game. So I'll just take the Reds at minus 120. Pretty easy call right there. Rangers and Blue Jays over under of 8. Minus 118 for the Rangers. Blue Jays minus 102. Well, struggled with this game because you have 2 offenses that are struggling. 2 pitchers that are serviceable, can certainly do the job. Scherzer's not been elite by any stretch. He gets roughed up in his last start against the Astros. I will go ahead and take under 8. Under 8 because that's how much the struggling is happening right now on the offense. And I'll take the Blue Jays as the dog in that one at minus 102. Diamondbacks and Mets over under of 9.5, minus 110 up against minus 110. That's what it felt like in doing the research. I didn't find really too many advantages. I'll just go ahead and back the Diamondbacks because they've got something to play for. So I'll give me them at minus 110. Yankees and Red Sox over under of 9.5, plus 105 for the Yankees. Red Sox minus 125. The Red Sox actually hit left-handers a little bit better. So I like the Red Sox in both games to pull off the doubleheader sweep with them throwing 2 righties on the mound and the Yankees struggling. Red Sox minus 125 in game number 2. Rays and Twins over under of 8. Rays plus 114. Twins minus 135. We like the Rays yesterday. We like their advantages across the board. They don't have the starter advantage today, but I don't think Littell is that worse than Joe Ryan. So I'll go back to the better offense. I'll go back to the better bullpen. Give me the Rays today as a plus 114 dog. Marlins and Brewers over under of 7.5. Marlins plus 140. Brewers minus 166. I'm taking the over in this game. I really don't understand why we're getting it at over under of 7.5 because the Marlins are competent, versus right-handed pitching. Didn't do a goddamn thing yesterday, but that's the way it goes sometimes in baseball. I'm taking over 7.5 and not trying to predict a winner. Royals and White Sox over under of 9.5 plus 110 for the Royals. White Sox minus 130. Another game in this series. I just want the over in Royals White Sox, so I will take over 9.5. Athletics and Astros. We're all on the Astros. We'll just skip that game. I see no way in which the plus 245 Athletics can pull off a win. They have no advantages in this game, so Astros all day long. Cubs and Rockies over under of 12.5. It'll just come down to, can the Rockies muster some runs? Because the Cubs saved their good bullpen arms, I don't think this over is going to hit. So I'll take under to go along with the Cubs run line. Angels and Mariners over under of 7.5. Plus 170 for the Angels. Mariners minus 2. Did the Angels come through yesterday? Angels came through yesterday. They were a dog of mine. I told you. Because the Mariners can't hit left-handers. Detmers must have had him a decently little start. All right. I'll go right back to it again. They shouldn't be plus 170. Not with the way the Mariners are struggling. So, plus 170. Getting it done. Guardians and Giants over under of 8.5. Guardians plus 140. Giants minus 166. Like the advantages here for the Giants across the board. So I'll go for it minus 166. And then Padres Dodgers over under of 9. Plus 136 for the Padres. Dodgers minus 162. Padres offense numbers look good enough for me to take the over, but not enough to take the money line. Of course, give me the Dodgers. They got the advantages, but I do like the over 9 in that one. All right, that's how we're rolling. Right there. 18 people to go. Counting down. Never too early to count down, right, Dad? Damn, I can't believe we lost 11 people. Yeah, I'm looking forward to some soccer. I've already honed in on some. I'll probably drop some soccer bets on tomorrow's show. I'm not going to wait for Between the Posts on Thursday. Obviously, if I pull the trigger before Between the Posts, which I fully anticipate. I went through some numbers yesterday. Just want to continue going through the numbers today because now we've got 4 games, right? The first few weeks of Between the Posts, we just weren't giving out any stats or any games really be played. But now we've got 4 games under our belt. We've got some good justification. Be ready to pull the trigger tomorrow on some bets, more than likely. I bet on the under as soon as he got. I mean, the under was a popular play anyways. 2 really strong defenses. You already have primetime unders. The under was always the play. Appreciate that, my man. Appreciate that. Lee, hit me up. Let me know what Garrett Wilson jersey you want, and then I guess I'll be hearing from Adrian this week because he's a Raiders fan, and we'll get another head-to-head bet there. All right, fellas, enjoy your Tuesday. Have yourself a good little day. Get in that MLB sweep, and also don't be scared to sprinkle that sweep. We're going to have ourselves a day. Have a good one, guys.